What's going on? The show's Third Coast, most with the Texas news, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about this Jacksonville Jaguars letting the Allen Hurns go. This move is kind of interesting considering what's going on, Weird Family. What's going on? What's going on, Houston, Texas? Yeah, I had to do a quick little live stream. I ain't feel like streaming it a little later on. I see y'all getting these notifications pretty good. What's going on, Tato? What's going on, man? Yeah, I couldn't be in the stream last night. I had some other things to do, but if he ends up doing a stream later on, then I'll probably jump on in there tonight because I don't have much to do. You suing YouTube for what? For taking that video down? Wise, what up? What up? Man, this Alan Hearn's getting cut, man. Alan Hearn's getting cut. But if you're gonna do that, are you the real Houston Texans, like the organization? I mean, I'm probably naive even asking that question, but I'm just gonna ask because you never know. You could really be part of. You could really be the Houston Texans. And what made you change my name? No, my name is Wink. That's my name. That's my nickname. That's what everybody calls me. But Third Coast is just the name of my channel. You know what's going on, Jimmy? What's going on? What made you change? Yeah, yeah. Titans trying to get Blaine fucking Gabbard as a backup. Oh yeah, go ahead and do whatever they going on. What's going on, Jay Dizzle? Y'all hit that like button. Oh, Third Coast. Oh, I mean, cause we third, cause H Town is Third Coast. It's third. It's the Third Coast. That whole little area, that southeast region that we live in, it's called the Third Coast. You think we should pick up Hurns? Honestly, no. You good. You good. Could you think folks call Bob a top coach? Man, I was just watching Honcho stream last night, and the fact that and I was listening to Dust Scout say that, but Ray dropped the bomb and killed everybody. Anybody who ever thought that he was a head coach, that was a top 10 head coach, his record against opponents is above 500. That explained it all. So there's nothing else left to say about that. Next question. And all them quarterbacks he had on them 9-7 teams, he wanted and vouched for them. He knew Brock was trash, but he still allowed him to play. What sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, whatever. And I don't even want to get into that right now. I honestly want to get into this Allen Hurns situation because I want to talk to y'all about how this bodes for the Texans secondary, considering that they're limiting the amount of options that Blake Bortles has now. What's going on, Dominic? Y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button. There's 10 people in here, and y'all came in here pretty fast. I'm pretty sure a lot more people gonna come through and fuck with your boy. But it's they pretty much gonna be relying on that defense and Fournette once again. They gonna be even more. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, Spitz? They gonna end up being a little bit more reliant if Fournette didn't have a hard job as it already was, and in terms of the pressure that he took off of Blake Bortles last year, he's gonna be double that this season, considering the fact that they got rid of Allen Hurns and they didn't resign Allen Robinson. Trizzy, what's going on, fam? Not much. Their offense going to be worse to me. If in terms of their line, their protection, and Fournette is going to be able to run the ball. Blake is going to have some time to throw the ball. I'm not sure if they cut Yeldon or not. You'd have to go in and check for me because I honestly don't know. But it's crazy to me that they would make this move right now, considering you don't really want to take a flyer. No, they don't. I mean, yeah, they got D.D. Westbrook. He's good. I mean, they still got Mercedes Lewis. Outside of that, who do they got? They cut Allen Robinson and they just cut Allen Hurns. I can understand their reasons for cutting Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson over the money and the health issue, but it's absolutely ridiculous the fact that they would do this. It doesn't make any sense considering what you done already built that line to, and you could have at least did every. If you were gonna cut Allen Hurns, you could have did everything you could to take care of Allen Robinson. It only makes sense to me. I don't see any option in the draft who's gonna outplay them. I just don't. I don't see it. I may end up being wrong, but oh, and they still got Marquise Lee. Marquise Lee. So you're gonna trust Marquise Lee and D.D. Westbrook against the Houston Texans and the Titans and everybody else in the league. The Texans should get Mercedes Lewis if he gets cut. I mean, if we didn't pick up Coates and Ellington, I would have easily said bring in Allen Hurns. I would have easily said that, but considering the fact that we just picked up two receivers, it doesn't make any sense. And they could lose. Then hey, that limits him even more because he was a security blanket. That's absolutely ridiculous. It would be smart on his part to go to Chicago, considering the fact that Trubisky need another option. They not gonna rely on Kevin White. They already got Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen, and now you got Allen Robinson over there. That would only make sense. That move would make perfect sense. Or he could go to Seattle. He could go to I'm trying to. He could go to the Titans if we being real. The Titans could definitely use his services. What's going on, baby? Hey, I'm doing a video. So y'all gonna go in there with Gigi? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, yeah. It's 14 people in here, and I only got 10 likes. Well, I mean, Ellington only get 1.5 mil, and Colts only make a 700. Yeah, I understand. It wouldn't mind. Yeah, you're right. You're right, L Sticky. We're not really paying a whole lot of money. Devere Posey back in the league. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think I seen you say that in the chat last night. Cause I was just looking at the video right before I decided to do this live stream, and I think Jimmy T13 just hit me up on Instagram. So I was like, man, let me go ahead and do a video on this shit because this shit gonna be crazy. The Jaguars are trying to get the best ground game they have. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't Yeldon or anything like that. And what's going on, Honcho? This shit right here, I mean, this move is kind of crazy, especially considering the timing. And if you cut Mercedes Lewis and a few other people, it does not make any sense for them to cut Allen Robinson. I mean, Allen Hurns at this particular junction. Oh yeah, it's all of spit. You already know what it is, and it don't make no sense. Like, does this make any sense to y'all? So not only are you making it easy on the Houston Texans who trying to build their shit back up, they building it up slowly and surely. We getting Deshaun Watson back. And once he's able to get the ball, you limited in the options. And I know the defense has to be pissed with all of the people that they haven't resigned. I know you putting it all on the defense, but defense can only win so much, and we already know about that because we had that problem for the longest time. And the fact that y'all resigned Blake Bortles, this wouldn't be an issue had you got Kirk Cousins, and it probably still would have been a problem because Kirk Cousins is more accurate than Blake Bortles, but that probably would have been a major problem. But I don't see any reason why they would do this right now with the defense they have built. The only thing that they could probably, and I seen somebody, I think I was just on Instagram, and somebody suggested that they probably trying to go out to go get Sue. And if that was the case, for what reason? The front is already stout enough, and you're gonna end up really putting yourself in a cap issues if you were to do something to that issue. And what's going on, Josh? Kirk needs. He got a decent he got a decent O line. He got a phenomenal defense, and he got Stephon Diggs, and he got Latavius Murray to back up on Dalvin Cook. So he's set. Better go get that boy. Yeah, it only. Who are you talking about? Who better go get him? Are you saying we need to go get him, or somebody else needs to go on? And what's going on, Sean? Or the dialogue? Remember, I told you a few days ago, is going to be a back starter, not a starter. Well, I know that. I mean, of course, I know he's not a starter. He's a slot. Slot receivers essentially are a third string option. So I mean, I'd take a stab at him. I mean, considering how they doing some projects, I mean, you could easily give him a 1 year deal too. You can, cause he hasn't earned. I mean, I mean, I know him and Allen Robinson had their year a couple of years ago, but let's be honest, that's the only productive year they've had in the league since they've been in the league. Neither one of them has performed well since then. They were overhyping the hell out of that tandem 2 years ago when they was getting all them yards and shit in garbage time. It just looked good on fantasy stats. So, I mean, they were never anybody that I was ever seriously worried about. What's going on, King Foker? And we got like from last time I checked, like 33 million is still left. So we still good in terms of cap. And Tyron, yeah, I believe so. A lot of options are going to end up being on going, and you got to understand you always still can pull a Jeff Allen and Kareem Jackson card, and you can always not resign um, Kevin Johnson in this waking season unless he performs at an all-time level. And I think honestly it would be too late for him to try to perform, you know, where we thought he could have done. I think it's too late for that, considering he's always been he's never been healthy in no season that we've had him, and it's crazy. Would Allen be a good number two? With Deshaun Watson, absolutely. I mean, he's got the size you want. He's got some speed. He can route run. He can do some things. But I mean, it would bode well for this team, and it would be a good thing for the Houston Texans to take away from the Jaguars, considering the language. Now I know shit is gonna change, you know, and it's not going to be exactly the same, but he knows tendencies. He knows tendencies of the DBs. He knows tendencies of the linebackers and where the soft spots is, and he knows their vulnerabilities and how they want to do things. So, getting somebody from the opposing team in the division is always a good thing, regardless of position. It's always a good thing. We should have we should use a lot of that money that we have left on Watt and Clowney. No, Watt does not deserve any more money right now. We need to cut Watt's paycheck. If they restructure it, if they restructure his contract more than what they did, then that will bode well for this team going forward. And it's 18 people in here with 13 likes. Y'all go ahead and y'all even that up. He can be a number two in Willis. But exactly, it's so many possibilities of what can go on. You can still get Braxton Miller in the mix. You can still get Ellington in the mix along with other guys. It's just too much you can do at this certain position right now. So I wanted to talk to y'all and mainly to see how do you think this increases the chance of the secondary, considering what Brian Gaines brought in, and since he says he's not done, what do you see the pass rush and secondary really being able to do now? Because who's he going to throw the ball to? That's what I want. I mean, I like D.D. Westbrook. He's nice. Marquise Lee is nice. Co-signed Eric Ebron. He gonna get ate up. Well, I'm not worried about him. He's trash. I was never high on him. I never wanted him. I understood, and I seen people suggesting that we picked him up, and I was like, absolutely not. He's not that good. He's completely overrated, and he couldn't get it done with Matthew Stafford, and he's a top 12 quarterback. What's going on, Berkeley boss? Y'all go ahead. If y'all just came in here, y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button if you already haven't done it. Jags are picked apart when we get the ball out quick and we stretching the field by a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna make a whole lot of difference. And plus, Deshaun Watson being back fully healthy, knowing that he's gonna be the starter, and he has all the time to gel during the preseason games this year are gonna be fun as hell to watch. Like we thought they were fun last year. Like they're gonna be real fun to watch. Man, I appreciate that, Jimmy. I believe tight end will get addressed via draft. I mean, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it would. Last season we got exposed and like because no QBs because blah blah blah. We're gonna be at least top 10. Top 10 in what area? What are you talking about, King Poker? Should we grab him? Um, Yeah, we could. In terms of should we grab him? I would say we could, Berkeley boss. I would say we could grab him. It would vote because of what is going to end up doing. We taking away a weapon from Jacksonville. If we do that, watch Jacksonville fans be pissed if we go out and go get Allen Hurns. If Brian Gain is using his mind, he should get on that because that's gonna end up doing something. Ian Thomas, I'm real high on Jaceki. You know what I'm saying? There's a few dudes out here in the later rounds that we could possibly get. And y'all go ahead and I see you just want, a couple of likes. Y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button. Nah, but he just used a few reps and get used to it again. Yeah. We don't really need too much. I mean, because he's already showing what's going on, Robbie. What's going on? Number one defense with EJ Gaines. Yeah, if we get EJ Gaines and Mal Miles, what's going on, bro? You ain't missed too much. You know what I'm saying? We just talking because I know you gonna ask what you missed. You ain't missed too much. We're just talking about how this situation can bode well with the Houston Texans, man. What this could do for the offense and with the if we get EJ if a possibility can still be had for EJ Gaines along with J Joe. Kareem already has their number. I think we'll really be top 10 with. Yo, what up with Rockets fans? What's going on, Cowboy King? I think we should get that boy. I think we should. Cause El Sticky pretty much just put it in my brain when he commented a little earlier. And I think because of the amount of money that we spent on the two options that we did pick up in free agency, I don't really see that being a bad idea. And honestly, that would pretty much seal up your wide receiver core because I don't see I those 5 6 options that we would have. I think you need to keep 6 options, just like I think you need to keep at least 6 7 options for corner this year. I don't know how they gonna end up adjusting their rosters later on. Yeah, he's like 6'2", 6'3". He's between those them two heights you just said, Sean. Think we get Hurns. I mean, if we do get him, he gonna ball out better than he ever could have had he been in Jacksonville. It's not even his production is gonna go way up. And considering the fact that Deshaun Watson throws a very catchable ball, only bodes well for every single receiver that we have on this team. He's not gonna be throwing you in the coverage. He's not gonna be getting you hurt. He's not gonna you know what I'm saying? He's gonna put himself in the best position to make a play. Will he overdo it sometimes and try to get because he has to and he has to take the chances to win. So I don't fault him for that. I was never mad at him for any mistake that he made. The only thing I was kind of mad is in that Browns game when he threw that interception and the one he threw in the Titans game because I wanted his stats to be way better than what they were. Even though they were very, very good when it was all said and done, that was the only 2 games that I could say, like, damn, I couldn't. The Seahawks game, how could I blame him for that? I couldn't blame him for none of that. I mean, that was just some good reads by the defense. The defense just knows what they're doing, and they took advantage of a rookie quarterback in those situations that they did. What is it, baby? I'm doing a video. What you doing? I see all y'all around table. I wasn't on there last night. Thoughts on Orlando Brown? From my understanding, he's an overrated prospect. I haven't really scouted him, but the people that they're telling me he's overrated, I trust them and I know their analysis is good, so I have no reason to doubt that whatsoever. So I wouldn't take a flyer on him. To your question, Warren, Hurns and Anderson will give. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Dude's gonna be climbing the ladder all over these boys if we were in a situation where we can get Allen Hurns on this football team. You do that, shit is gonna go, man, shit is gonna go our way in a lot of ways. You really have to say if we get a player like him, the conversation has to be the scale is tipping back in the Texans' flavor. A lot of people are really back in contention with us as far as being a top team. A lot of people are still riding with the Jags, and rightfully so. They earned their spot last year. They did what they had to do regardless of what was going on us. We can't worry about what we can only worry about and control what we can control. We can't control what other teams do. They were still winning regardless, and they were beating some good teams. So I got to give them their card. I'm not gonna be one of them Texans fans that's like, oh, well, fuck the Jags. Yeah, true. That time's gonna come when the game comes on. Then I'm gonna talk all kinds of shit. Baby, stop. I'm gonna talk all kinds of shit then. But as far as right now, I mean, they the reigning champions in the division. You know, they did a hellified job of what they had, the amount of talent, and they were able to sign, put together, and it gelled. And that's only and they got a good coach. They got a coach and GM. And the fact that in 1 year that Doug Marrone was the head coach, he has two less playoff losses and just about the same amount of wins that Bill Bryan has had since he's been the head coach of the Houston Texans. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all really think Bill O'Brien is good for whoever in this chat really thinks that this man is that good. He's not as good as advertised. He's not that good. He's really not. I know some people's high on him and say, "Oh, we won with shitty ass quarterbacks," but he vouched for all them quarterbacks that was brought in, every last one of them. So the moment he gets away from the moles, the moment he gets away from what he typically likes, that's when the team elevates to a place where the traditional quarterback could have never have prevailed in this system. It's no prototypical quarterback, no traditional quarterback that he can ever have to have the same amount of success that he's had in the league. I agree with a system that I believe yeah, he is a better OC than a head coach. As a head coach, he's proven absolutely nothing that he can go 9-7 against. And most of his wins, let's just be honest, go back and go look at every single year that he's played. Go look at the wins, and the majority of them was the division. Outside of that, what he's winning 3 or 4 games out of the division, that's horrible. That's not good. The division is only 6 games. What about the other 10? You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's not all that, bro. It's not all that. I heard the stat line, but yeah, when Ray said that, because I knew he was gonna drop a major gem, and I already when he said it, boom, I was like, bro, how could anybody else go against that? And we not gonna win the division. We not gonna go anywhere if we can't beat good teams that are above 500. It don't work that way. Got to take a quick quiz. Okay, all right, no problem. Do you think if we had Watson, we would at least? Do you think if we didn't have Watson, we would have at least one win? Oh, we don't have Watson. We easily, well, I mean, we still won that. The only game we didn't win without Watson was the Arizona game. The Arizona game. So we would have been 1-15 last year. We probably would have won against the Titans because the way the defense was playing, they still shut out. The defense at that point in time still shut out everything, but the Kansas City game is way worse than it actually was. Watson was in the game, it just started off to a slow start, but I don't really see that happening too much throughout his career. And guys, go look at how many picks Brady has, please. How many picks Brady has. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Robbie G? And what was the stat against us? Bro, the stat against us for teams against was like 8-18 or some shit, like 3-18 or some shit like that. Like, we do not play well under Bill O'Brien. We do not beat teams above 500. In the Kubiak years, we did, but Bill O'Brien sucks against the good teams. What full of stats on camera? 1,200 yards, 18. I would think with that many touchdowns, you would give him a little bit more yards than that. But honestly, I think he's going to be along the lines only if he stays healthy, and he's a touchdown machine. The fact he was able to get 7 touchdowns in 4 weeks with Deshaun Watson is ridiculous. So that's why I'm not really disagreeing with your stat line in terms of the touchdowns. But if he's healthy, he could probably end up having a little bit more receiving yards than that. And considering the teams that we're gonna end up playing this season, I don't really see that really being that far off. But his whole thing is he has to be healthy. Outside of him being completely healthy for this season, that stat line you just said is very attainable. People gonna think it's ridiculous, but it's really not. Look at what he did in 4 weeks' time. On 13 passes, he caught 7 touchdowns. Think about what I just said. 13 passes, less than half of the catches that he caught were touchdowns. I'm just saying. So, what reason do we have to believe with him being completely healthy, no setbacks, and he's playing with a fully healthy Deshaun Watson with no errors, no nothing, with Hopkins on the other side, and we were able to get a guy like Aaron Hurns to go along with this offense, that couldn't happen. I just don't see it. Why do we always play the Pats? Because, I mean, why not? I'm ready to beat them. I don't care about playing the Pats. I love playing the Pats. It, you gaining knowledge, and at the end of the day, it only makes your team less afraid of them. The more you face them, the more you know how to play them. And at the end of the day, we're a team that knows how to frustrate them. Even Patriots fans will tell you, regardless of the outcome, Patriots fans will gladly tell you, bro, we do not like playing y'all. Not as a late, they don't like it because they think either Brady gonna get hurt or it could potentially end up the way that it didn't go. But the only reason it didn't go the way it was supposed to go in week 3 is because somebody's holding the team back. As always, you already know the name, so I don't even have to tell it to you. Will Fuller gonna have a Pro Bowl ceiling? He should. What are your stat predictions on Deshaun Watson fully healthy? Deshaun Watson fully healthy, 4,562 yards, 43 touchdowns, 4 rushing, 582 yards on the ground, 16 picks, and yeah, that's what I see. I see that. When we getting 17 back, never. You wouldn't even get him back in hell, and most likely you're gonna see them in the playoffs. Yeah, exactly. I give him about 6 rushing TDs. I give him about 6. I think 6 is a little bit more to what he can do, considering the type of season that he had last year. I'm kind of downplaying it, but he may end up superseding that. In his little bit of time, in his little six weeks as a starter, what he was able to get like 300 yards. So that's why I'm saying 600 yards on the ground with at least 6 rushing touchdowns is not really out of the question if he's completely healthy. And I think we should go get Hurns. Taking that option away from Blake Bortles and him being on the opposing team that he has to see 2 times a year, that's gonna be, man, that shit is gonna be major for us if it happens, and it's gonna be major for the defense because you're limiting um, what Fournette and Blake Bortles can do. Cause we gonna key in on that run. I don't have no doubts about that. I think Brady will have 165 picks in his career he can throw. Yeah, I mean that's not, yeah, for him. That might just be the number, high school number. I mean, only I know he can't throw 4 picks in a game. If we got Allen Hurns, would you prefer? Yes, Juan, absolutely. I want to see sweeps, cutbacks, and yeah, and zone blocking, bro. Zone blocking would be so phenomenal with this team. But you know, until Bill O'Brien says otherwise, this is going to be a power scheme team. He can change the scheme and other options, but he doesn't want to change the running scheme to benefit the running backs that he has on the roster, which makes no sense. And even Deontay Foreman can run very well in the zone scheme if he had it. Portland's running style is tailored for I'm. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, no, he got off on us on that first game. He got off on us in that first game, but I don't see that happening again, especially knowing how he plays. I don't see it happening again, but he could end up shocking us. Well, it could happen considering the fact that he got Norwell. They got Cam Robinson. They got a solid O line. So it's not that it can't happen, but I don't see him being over 100 yards. 89 to 95, he could potentially have, but I don't see him crossing the 100-yard threshold. I just don't. But what I wanted, but I wanted to ask, like, how do y'all see this? If since Hurns is going, how do y'all feel about the Texans secondary? How much better do you feel now that the secondary it's got one less option that they got to worry about? Not that Hurns was ever murdering the Texans or nothing like that, but it puts the onus on Blake Bortles to win football games because we all know you have to have your quarterback to put you in games to win, regardless if your defense is good. But it does make it, yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot better. I'm feeling a whole lot better now too because that's a good move. Not a good move by the Jaguars, but that's a good move for a lot of other reasons. They could play into our benefit as well as the rest of the division. Fournette won't last long, maybe 7 years at best. He's too physical. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. Bro, we got the Honey Badger, and if we draft a good corner, not tripping, yeah, I feel you. Canelo just got busted. Says it was bad meat. Yeah, yeah, that was about a week or so ago. He been passing every piss test he's taken since then. He's taken 3 piss tests since then, and he's passed them all. So I mean, it's just bad Mexican meat. No pun intended. I only worried about who's playing cornerback on the opposite side of Joseph. That's my only concern. I want Deku to fill that spot. I feel good about the secondary, but the corner's still iffy. Well, Brian Kane said he was gonna make some more moves, so it would be in his best interest to go get EJ Gaines. If he was to go get EJ Gaines and Morgan Burnett, or at least if he even just went out and got Morgan Burnett, I'd be cool with that. If he went out and got Morgan Burnett to go along with Honey Badger, and um, you could have Honey Badger occasionally play the slot or a tight end when need be, or he could play dime, you know what I'm saying, or something like, or that dime linebacker or something of that nature. That gives us a whole nother thing. And Morgan Burnett signed with the Steelers. He did. Damn, that sucks. Oh well, we off that train. Honey Badger's he's a free safety. That's what he is. Now he can play strong safety, but I don't know. He got signed. Okay. What's going on, Seth? I ain't see you in earlier, so
Dad,
what is it, baby?
Gogo want me to go to get her to the patty.
Go to the potty.
I cannot do there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go with her. She going with you. She gonna go with
I
you.
don't want to.
Yeah, go with her. Go with her. Go with her.
I'm tired.
Go with her, and you go with her. What do you think about Keys? The Keys signing. Who was Keys? Oh, the linebacker. I don't know anything about him. Never seen him a day in my life. Drafting a corner like Duke Dawson, bro. That's who I want. Duke Dawson. Duke Dawson in the third is very attainable. So Deku in the slot. No, I do not want him in the slot. I want him in the outside. I want him in the outside. I do not want him on the inside against fast corners. No, that is not on. If you got to cover drags, crossing routes, or something like that, that's not what I want. I want him on the outside, pressing these dudes, beating them on routes. That's what I want. Me either. Yeah, Burnett is a steal on VA and Rappaport. Well, it is what it is. What's going on, Broderick? I'm not sure if you ever. I didn't see you in Honcho streams. I'm not sure if you ever came through to my channel just to hear some Texans talk, but I appreciate you coming through. Go ahead and hit that like button and hit subscribe if you feel you like the content. I think Andre Hal should be our free safety. I don't mind Andre Hal being a free safety and Honey Badger being a strong safety because I know he can play both. I know he can. So, I mean, for anybody who thinks he's not, I mean, doesn't make any sense to me. Y'all just not watching games. But he can do everything in the secondary except play. And if he's gonna play on the outside, I done seen him play fade routes and all that against number one receiving options in the red zone. And if he's ever gonna play against a number one option in a pinch, that's exactly what he's gonna do when it's in the red zone, like 5 yards or less. Andre Hall is ranked as pretty good safety in PFF, but he's always been good. It just doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I feel you. Tell me about that picture. Oh, I don't know, bro. That's not mine. I don't know. That's my mother-in-law's picture. Um, what's the difference between strong safety and free safety? Strong safety is more of a tackling. That they do a lot of the cleanup. They're more for run support. Not that a free safety can't, but strong safety is more suitable against the run and in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They can take away that. Now they both can play both halves of the field, but the free safety has a better roaming presence. They have a better chance of getting picked because they're the ones calling the plays. They're the quarterback of the defense essentially in the secondary, so they can see everything, and they're the ones who plays high. When you look at a cover three, they're the high safety. So they got to deep that middle with everything in the middle. They got to cover all that. Do I watch? Nah, I don't watch baseball. Baseball is not my sport. Harrison Smith, I want to say he plays free safety. That's what he plays. Rap scheme or simple. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I love Deku, man. Deku with Romeo Cornell is gonna be something different. I guarantee you, people gonna be saying his name. That we've been saying it. I've been saying his name since the season last year. When I seen him in specific games and I saw what he could do, I was like, bro, they need to go ahead and bump him out to the outside because he's. It looked like every time he was coming in, he was out playing specific guys in the secondary. Hey, 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 go in your room. Go in your room. Go in your room.
It's too dark.
Go in your room. Hold on. Hey, y'all get yeah. Hold on. Y'all go in the room because y'all messing my video up. I'm very excited to see what we have in Romeo Cornell. Oh yeah, absolutely, Juan. That was the best move we made, other than the Honey Badger. Getting Romeo Cornell locked back up in this as the defensive coordinator is the best move we could have made. Hey, hey, give me this. And where do you get this from?
It was in a drawer.
No, you don't mess with this.
Hey, Mom.
What is?
Okay.
Why didn't they? Because Mike Vrabel didn't know what he was doing, and I don't think Bill O'Brien really wanted him to play. That's what I think. Who was our linebacker coach? I knew who it was, but I don't remember his name, so I can't really say what's going on. Huh? Oh, my child. No, you're not getting no flashlight. Now, what did you say, Honcho? Deku could be something going with his, got something going with his old lady. It's gonna, man. Hey, man, you know how strife make people do, bro. It bring the best out of people. He cut from a specific mold, man. So I think he gonna end up panning out just fine. I don't see no problems for him whatsoever. I was hoping that Deku would start last year. Well, he didn't get his chance last year, but I know they know what they have in him. The worst thing that's gonna end up happening to him is if he gets hurt in the preseason or something like that, or they cut him. I'm gonna be pissed if he gets cut. Like it's a lot of people we've cut, that we could have used to add to the rosters in previous years. But if he's cut, I'm gonna feel some kind of way about it. One player I wish we always would have seen that could have got it right, but his body just I don't know what problems he had with his body, but I always wish we could have seen what we had in Lonnie Ballentine. I always wanted to see what we had in him, but we never got to see. No, he shouldn't have been cut. If he wouldn't have got cut, we wouldn't even be talking about Allen Hurns right now. I have a feeling Johnson, Miller, and Kareem were gonna be traded. Who knows? Yeah, we could. Yeah, I wish we would have done that. That wasn't a smart move either. Moving on from Brooks. Should my Bears shine? Allen Hurns. Oh, Bliskin, I never seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Absolutely. That would be the best thing for the Bears to do. In my sense, I know this is the Texas channel, talking primarily Texas sports. But absolutely, it only makes sense for him to link back up with Allen Hurns, considering y'all got Tariq Cohen and y'all got fucking Jordan Howard running the rock, and he's effective. But I don't like Trubisky. I don't know. I mean, the fact y'all still got John Fox as the head coach as well, that I don't know. I don't know who y'all offensive coordinator is, so I can't thoroughly judge what your offense is gonna look like. But I wouldn't be too impressed. But if you're still in the stream, how do you feel about Trubisky? Proud of Hopkins improving his blocking as well. Hopkins was always a great blocker. You might want to go back and go look at his rookie year up until now. He's always been a phenomenal blocker. Trubisky played well even with no name receivers. Yeah, Kevin White is a bust, and if he's still on y'all team and y'all still giving him a shot, shame on y'all because he wasting cap space since he was he was picked seventh. That don't make no sense. In 2015, that don't make no sense. He was only good when they brought the NFL cards out for rookies and Mud 2000. What was that? Mud 16. That's the only thing. Pick 13th, I think. No, he was a top 7 pick. I remember that. He is trash. He went number 7. I remember that. I don't forget that. Go look that up. You'll see I was right. He was a top 10 pick. Yeah, I don't play games. I watch the NFL, bro. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. Kevin White is probably the hugest busted receiver in the last probably since the turn of the century. He's an unadulterated bum. He sucks. Like bro, he can't even run go routes. He can't even do that. Oh god. I don't even get me started on him. He's a bum. If, we ran a lot of 4-3 when Rack was his last season, so we're gonna do that no problem. The only reason why JD even had to play linebacker or anything the last couple of years is because he had to pick up the slack from everybody else who was out of the lineup. I mean, think about it. Like Merciless and JJ went down. What are the suit? Who's your outside linebacker if you don't have him playing outside linebacker? I mean, and when he's playing nickel, he's essentially a down lineman anyway. They should have just ran more nickel. If they would have done that, then he would have been able to rush a hell of a lot more than he did. But Mike Vrabel not knowing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing, you know, you know, he thinks he thought he was smart, but he's really not. And absolutely, don't even get me started on that dumbass trade and what that does for Chris Ballard being Chris Ballard knows what he's doing. So Cole, I love Cole. I love Dylan Cole probably more than any other linebacker that we have, at least playing middle. That play he made against Duke Johnson on that wheel route, how he bumped him, readjusted his body, turned around, and ran with a dude that runs a 4-4 or 4-4 sub. That's special. You don't do that, especially the fact that he was an undrafted middle linebacker. You do not do that and then get the interception and run it back for a few yards. But he high pointed his knee. You know what I'm saying? He hyperextended his knee and was out for a few weeks. But when he went down, I knew the defense was in for a long ride when he went out of the lineup. Considering how he was playing at that point in time, his awareness is spectacular, and I think B Mac, and Sam, and Mike will. Um, I like that wouldn't be too bad. And considering the fact that McKinney can rush the passer, he does know how to. One thing I can say probably the best attribute I love about McKinney, he knows how to time that blitz. He has perfect timing when it comes to timing blitzes whenever he's being used to blitz. Because the year before, Vrabel came back, he was leading all middle linebackers at sacks. So I like that about him. The Colts ain't doing nothing. They just accumulating picks. So Texans need a D lineman. Not really. No, we don't. Trust me. I don't know. I don't know if you follow the Texans or not. Nah, our D line is stacked. It's stacked. We got dudes coming back off an injury. We already got premier players already on the line. DJ Reader, Carlos Watkins, Christian Covington. I don't know if you know who they are, but if you don't, you might want to do your due diligence. Don't speak out of turn. Yeah, I think free agent. Yeah, free agency definitely made it easier for us. I mean, but I still have to wait and see what these dudes are gonna offer us, especially the dudes that we picked up, for the O line. B Mac is a prototype size with strength of speed. But no, he doesn't have that type of speed because he's weighing 270 right now. He looks so sluggish this year, Broderick. I don't know if he was really watching, but he looked fat. He's still fat, and he needs to be like 245 pounds. At the very least, 250. He's 6'4", carrying a lot of weight, and with his frame, 270 pounds being on his body is far too much weight. Bro, I'm 5'11", 250, and that just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, and that's too much weight for me. It fills out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? About how my body is made because of my stature, but yeah, that's not good. That's too much weight. If he wants to perform at a high level, and you see he can't cover linebackers to save his life, especially if he has to guard flag routes. If he has to go on a wheel route, you can forget about it. He doesn't have the speed to contend with anybody doing no shit like that. 5'13". So you're 6'1", 288. Okay, that sound about right. Yeah. So Andrew Luck gonna be with the Colts on the potentially. He potentially could. Texas fan, I feel bad for. Yeah. Yeah. He, yeah. Luck career been wasted because of Irsay and all these dudes not They GM was trash. I never heard of 513. Immediately when he said that, I knew he was saying he was 6'1". You heard of Justin Jones? Justin Jones from North Carolina State? Nah, nah, I can't say I have. What does he play? Uh, is Brandon Dunn good? Hell yeah, Brandon Dunn is good. How often do I drop videos? As often as I can. I'm on another channel, South Sports. You know, it's a Houston network. So because the national media shits on Houston sports and even the media that we have inside of the city, we got to hold it down. So we'll be taking over all major sports media will be coming through our channel from here on out. So, and we just talk football, you know. He's a boy rusher right next to Bradley Chubb. Okay, okay. I might have to check that boy out. Who was the guy you said was still good in terms of what? You talking about ID line when you asked me that question? Brandon Dunn, Christian Covington, DJ Reader, Carlos Watkins. Yeah, they know what they doing. Our D line is nowhere near a problem. Edge rush, having edge rush talent behind our starters was a major problem. Depth was a problem, and Mike Vrabel was a huge problem, along with some of the DBs we had in the secondary last year. Yeah, throwback. We should have kept. Yeah, I like Glover Quinn. I liked him, you know, but it sucks he got away, but it is what it is. I like to see, man. Covington has improved and got better every year, bro. How he played against the Patriots this year, bro. I remember they showed that game back on. Man, yes, his work ethic is a fool, bro. You ain't lying, Honcho. And Honcho, the matter of fact, where you at? Blizzkin. The guy I'm talking about, the channel I'm on, you can subscribe to South Sports. You can follow through. We talk about the draft. We talk about prospects. We mainly talk Houston sports, but we all NFL fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's plenty of fans from other teams like Patriots fans, Lions fans, Jags fans, Titans fans. They all come through and they all hear what we got to say. They love our mind frames and how we speak on sports, and they get tired of hearing about their own sports media and what ESPN and NFL Network comes through. So if you like my stuff, you can go on to South Sports. We giving you the plug right now. You can follow through, hit that like button, subscribe, tune in. No, we do not talk hockey. No, we don't. We talk boxing. I'm not really an MMA guy. I talk it seldomly. Uh, they talk football. They talk baseball. So a couple guys we got to talk baseball, so you don't have to worry about that. We don't really talk about it as much because not too many people in the chat really talk about it. But when it's brought up, we have some notable people who can definitely talk about it. No problem. We talk about pretty mostly football though. And well, South Sports will be there. Cause then, hey, Honcho, are we doing what's it called tonight? And who would y'all draft in the fourth pick in the third round? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna do Dawson or Lorenzo. If Lorenzo Carter's stock wasn't going up and he was still valued as a third round pick, I would definitely take him with that first pick. But considering his stock has risen and he looks like he's gonna be taken off the board the first or second day, I, Duke Dawson, Duke Dawson from Florida. That's who I want more than anybody. Hands down, the best corner in the draft. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is nice. He is dope, bro. We had hockey. We had the Arios or whatever they were called, but I don't know what happened to him. Did he run a 4.4? Yeah, I think he did. I think he did run a 4.4. Yeah, I'm not a baseball fan personally, you know, but Carlos Watkins is a beast, Houston Texans. Carlos Watkins is a pure pass rushing type. He's if he ever had now that Romeo Crennel is back in the fold, and the fact that he's going to be able to coach both of him and DJ Reader at the same time, his height, if he ever got it right, the height that he could play at a John Randall type level. If you know who John Randall is, the D tackle from the Vikings in the '90s, hey, he could be him. He could be him if he refined some technique, if he had the right strength, if he worked on the right things. That's who he could be. Basketball, the playoffs coming up. Florida always producing good. But yeah, Florida just Duke Dawson is very underrated, and it's only because of his size. But they not talking about his play. That's why he a pit bull, and we need them on this team. The Texans have reached out to Allen Hurns. Says who? Go ahead and anybody that's in the chat that's part of Sauce Nation like Honcho, please verify that because you know we don't allow fake news in these chats. You know there was a report about it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check too. Yeah, go ahead and check L Sticky. I'm glad you in here. I'm glad you in here. Appreciate that. We don't do the fake news. You think Rat gonna come back and be able to fake? What I've been suggesting is I just don't want J.J. Watt as a full time. I don't want J.J. Watt as a full time D lineman. Not saying he can't play it ever. I just don't want him being a full time D lineman. I want him to be a situational pass rusher as an outside linebacker. If you have a scheme, if we run in a 46 or a 43 scheme, then yeah, as in working with one players, yeah, as in one working with one's play. They reached out, but I don't know if they're signing them. Mr. 16 don't wink these retards really don't. Yeah, man. That's why we're talking about it right now because I heard the news earlier. I was in a chat. I didn't see any notification come through on my phone, and I was just on Instagram. And Jimmy T13 tagged me in something talking about that he was cut. And when I saw it, I was like, I got to thinking. I was like, this shit helps us out in a major way in terms of the secondary because it limits Bortles' options, and now it puts an even greater responsibility on Fournette. If he already didn't have a great amount of responsibility on his shoulders running the ball and helping Blake Bortles out in terms of game management, that is completely out the window now because Blake Bortles has to be the reason now they win games. The defense cannot do it all, and we already know what it feels like to have poor quarterback play with an elite defense that can't stay off of the field. No, D.D. Westbrook is nice too. And then they cut Mercedes Lewis, so now they cut all of their security blankets out of the way. So not only do you have to start over with rookies, and it's not like they got somebody back in their organization like Jordy Nelson or somebody like that. If you were gonna cut Allen Robinson, y'all they should have got Jordy Nelson a few days ago. I don't trust Blake Bortles. No, I don't either. I don't either. He's never gonna be the real reason they win games. Oh no, not Ashmill. Don't believe him. I'm not no Ashmill. Please believe me. Oh, it's true. Okay, all right. L Sticky said it was true. Man. I didn't even see the deal, but somebody in the chat just told me that the Steelers they scooped Burnett up, and I said out of games and anybody else we could have. There's a 3 years. What? Bro, we could have gave him that. We could have gave him that, man. We could have gave him that. Natty safety's about to start flying on the board. Vaccaro or Reed better be next, preferably Reed, but that's a mean ass contract, bro. That's a steal. If we thought Honey Badger was a steal, that's a steal for Morgan Burnett, bro. Morgan Burnett been producing for quite some time now, so it's man, people this off season is crazy. Like other off seasons have been crazy, but this off season right here is definitely crazy. Well, we only got one steal. There ain't no other steal we got other than Honey Badger. Everybody else was whatever. Apparently has gotten no interest from any team. That's fucked up. That's stupid. What's the update about Hurns and Texans? I don't know. Man, all them Capri Suns, they gone, bro. They gone, bro. They was gone like a week ago. Matter of fact, I think I drank the last one when I was on camera. When I was on camera, I think that was the last one. Clinton Dix is A1. Clinton Dix is definitely a top five. Definitely top five. If we're talking free safeties, he would probably be at five. He would probably be at five. The top five free safeties: Earl Thomas, Honey Badger, Harrison Smith. Well, no. Landon Collins, Harrison Smith, Clinton Dix. That's my list. I don't. Man, you know how them damn things be getting, bro. Do we really need Hurns? No, we really don't need him, but it benefits us in a major way considering he knows tendencies. It weakens another team in the division by not having their opponent. So he gonna play at a much higher level, especially considering he got Deshaun Watson throwing the ball, and he got Fuller and Hopkins on the team, and Lamar Miller out of the backfield with Foreman if he comes back and he's in good shape, and you got Steven Anderson and Griffin who can make plays. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. It would be in the Texans' best interest. And so, if they are interested, it would behoove them to make a move and really take it serious because that could help us out in a major way. And I know Honcho and everybody else don't agree with that. Having an in game, somebody else from your division going to a divisional team is big for any team. That's why the Sherman move was so big for San Francisco. Why do what do you think safeties haven't been some bro? Because they value right now. I mean, I guess either team's not really in need of safeties or they've been waiting for specific numbers for dudes to come out so they know what their contracts can look like when they pay them. So, I mean, who's your favorite football player not being in the Texans? You talking about right now? the the best thing that the Cowboys could do is cut Dez. Dez is they got the best out of Dez, and they're not gonna get nothing much more than what they already got out of Dez. He'll never be what he did in 2014 or before ever again. He'll never be that player no more. I'm open to bring in wide receivers to battle for that third spot. Well, if Allen Hurns come here, he easily the number two, and the third spot is Fuller's. So then, but you gonna have to figure out the fourth and fifth spot, which is a good problem to have. I would much rather have that problem and have decent options in here where you don't. If you bringing in talent that's undrafted free agents, they gonna have to be truly special, and it also takes off the board completely in terms of the draft. You don't have to worry about a receiver. Period. Yeah, I already saw it. I already trust me, Seth. I'm already on game. I seen that game live when it happened. So at least I saw that play at the end of the game, how he sealed that game. Because I remember watching that game. It was on, and I wanted to see what happened to them in that game because we had just beat the Cardinals, and I think they played them the week after. So I saw that play. Trust me, you don't have to tell me nothing about that game. I already know. I see there's more people coming on here. It seems like the later I get in the stream, the way more people would be. Since it's 27 people in here, it should be 27 likes. It's got 24 likes, now it's 26 people. Y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button if you haven't already hit it, man. I appreciate it. Trust me, I do. Yeah. Damn, it's already 8 o'clock. That shit crazy, bro. This day flew to hell by like it was nothing. Jags only getting 5 wins. They probably end up getting more wins than that. But if they got to rely on Blake Bortles for the whole year, and Lord forbid, oh, and Marquise Lee got an injury problem. So if Marquise Lee go down, and if D.D. Westbrook go down, matter of fact, if Fournette go down, wrapperoni with cheese. If I'm gonna tell you what, if Fournette misses 6 to 7 games, their season is over. Can't believe. Yeah, you can believe that, and the reason why is because of the amount of success. I mean, they did go to an AFC championship, so they were only one of 4 teams in the AFC who was even still. They were only 1 or 2 teams in the AFC who were still standing. Like they smashed Pittsburgh twice. So don't even feel bad about it. Don't worry, bro. Rankings mean nothing. That means nothing. I like what you guys are doing. Here's another. Oh yeah, man. Trust me, bro. Man, we appreciate y'all coming through. We just got tired of it, bro. Like everybody at certain points of their life just here, and now that we doing this a lot, and we've been doing it a lot more, especially over the last week, we can't take no days off. Really, I gotta end up doing a whole lot more videos this week so I can get my people up. I'm doing some self promotion, on Instagram and stuff like that. A couple of my people that know me, they follow my channel and all of that little stuff like that. But I appreciate everybody that falls through just to get their opinion and listen to good opinions and not this biased ass media because even the media in Houston sucks. The Houston media is worse than the national media if we being real. But it took the whole AFC to get them. No, bro, they was smashing dudes. Like I'm not gonna Houston home. I'm not gonna be that kind of fan. I mean, you can be that fan. I'm not gonna be that fan, bro. They was playing good football across the board. I mean, so I can't agree. I understand, if that you don't agree with what I'm saying, but no, they did what they were supposed to do. Because had they lost, then what would people be saying? If they would have been losing to people who were losing people, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. And they was beating good teams. Jags won decent games. Let's be realistic. Yeah, they did. They smashed man. That when they played Pittsburgh, what week 4, week 5, they smashed them. They smashed the Ravens. The Ravens was a good team at that time. They smashed a lot of teams, bro. They smashed us. You never heard Sports 16 in my life, bro. Be glad. Be glad your eardrums have never had to worry about listening to that trash. Be glad. Lamar Jackson, hopefully Pittsburgh, not Jags. Yeah, I don't want Lamar Jackson. I don't want man. If they we talked about this last week or maybe the week before in terms of the rule changes, but bro, if they change anything with that shit gonna be they gonna have to go into major specifics when it comes to that. I rock with some of the guys on TikTok. They not all homers. The fact is they not homers at all. Like Sis Payne, none of them guys. The only dude I like is Landry. I like Landry. Sean and Ted on the triple threat. I didn't call in their shows plenty of times. They be critical of the Texans, you know what I'm saying? But they be on some bullshit too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And the catch rule, it is them. So and then we doing soft sports, so at the end of the day, I can only take what they say in a grain of salt. The only person in Houston sports media that I know and trust, I mean, I don't know, but the only person that I trust is Pat D. Stat. He's the only one who's gonna get my support. I'm always listening to State of the Texans as long as he's doing podcasts with Texas Cleaver. Other than that, nobody else is gonna get no subs or nothing like that from me. And yes, we should. And yes, we should. Hop. The problem with 16 is they play too many games and crap. Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, Pat D. Stat. Yeah, when he get better, man, everything's gonna be a whole lot better. And you can go find Pat D. Stat on you can find him on Instagram. He on Twitter. He on if you want to find his podcast, everything like they be talking some real shit on his channel. Like they ain't no like when he says something, you can believe it. Just for Hurns, nah, I wouldn't pay no Hurns though. Yeah, Arian podcast too. Aaron got a mean podcast. I haven't listened to every single one of his podcasts, but yeah, from the podcasts I have seen from him have been pretty good. 6 mil, I wouldn't pay no 6 mil for him. Me personally, I wouldn't. He get hurt too much. Yeah, yeah, that's way too much. 5 mil each for Ferns. Yeah, but we need a tight end. Yeah, you true. 16, Larry and Stafford. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't call in plenty of times, bro. You probably heard me on there before. As I, if you ever heard me, you probably did say Wink from North Carolina. That was me. If you ever heard me on the Triple Threat, because that was a show I always got into, especially after games and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been on that show several times, especially when 17 was here. Yeah. The only way I would sign AP is for 500K. Yeah, AP come here. I doubt he comes here, but if AP was to come here, he can't even touch $1 million. And at the end of the day, I don't think if he came here, money ain't even gonna be no option. I mean, I don't want AP here. I mean, it's too late for AP to come here. I mean, his time's over. His time's over, bro. I mean, it's over. AP will replace him. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And how I know this? For one, we don't run. For one, we don't run nothing. AP will be successful at doing. He's more successful if they run an I formation, strong, and having a fullback pull. We don't run a system where a fullback is always going to be is always going to be in the mix. So considering the fact that I know how this team is ran, AP will not fit here. Y'all can think that, but really think about why a lot of dudes on this team haven't been successful running the ball. No, I don't blame him for wanting to play. I don't blame him for wanting to play. He know he can still play, but he can't play to the level of AP no more. He ain't all day no more. So, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say what he should and he shouldn't do, but in terms of him thinking that he's still finna be a legit option in this football league is asinine if he's thinking that way. I love Adrian Peterson. Trust me, Adrian Peterson is that dude, but he just ain't got it like that no more. And no, honestly, if we sign him if he's a middle linebacker, they figuring out the options of what they want to do. They want to bump somebody to an outside linebacker. So I'm thinking Cunningham is probably going to end up being an outside linebacker, or they potentially can move McKinney as an outside linebacker. That would make sense because I like Dylan Cole in the middle. He cannot go anywhere but be in the middle. Still need a backup. Yeah, we do, but I don't see them picking up anybody else. If they pick up anybody in free agency, with the exception of RG3, I'm gonna be pissed because no other running back and no traditional quarterback has ever worked out in the system. So why bring in another one? It makes no sense. Now, if you're gonna get Kurt in the draft, I agree with that, but that's it. Law letter fourth round. I don't know who that is. Yeah, him as a middle linebacker in this scheme, considering the talent that we got that could play middle, McKinney and Cole and Cunningham are way better than him in playing middle linebacker. I'm on Cole there full time. That's just me. I don't know how anybody else feels, but I want him there full time. I know he can run sideline to sideline. He's a great run. He's a good run stuffer. He can tackle. He has sideline to sideline speed. And he can cover 30 yards down the field and seen it with my own eyes. So I have no reason to believe that Dylan Cole cannot be a full time starting middle linebacker on this team. You shorten Tyron in this scheme, he gonna end up having way more tackles than that. The forced fumble sound about right. You shorten him on sacks and 3 picks. That sound about right. Cole in the middle would allow you to play a nice tempo too. Yeah, yeah, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. When Tampa 2 is needed, we will be able to run that to the fullest. Or cover 4. Or cover 4. Or cover 3. Don't matter. If you run a cover 6, he can do it. He can do it all. I don't trust Bernard McKinney in coverage. That's why he can't be a 3-down lineman. He's more of a 2-down. He's more of a 2-down linebacker. You can't trust him in coverage. At least not past 5 yards. You can't. And I'm giving him too much by even saying 5 yards. I just don't trust him. Check the hangout. It's about Hurns. Yeah, L Sticky came in and he said that we were looking at him, and Honcho had let me know too, as well as a couple other people in the chat. But I can't check it right now because I'm doing a live video on my phone. So if I do it, it's gonna get stuck, and then people gonna fall out and they gonna think I ended the video when I didn't. If old people, if old people can lose, yeah. But yeah. But I'm getting ready to end the stream in a little bit anyway because I'm not sure. I ain't heard nothing from Honcho. We were doing a show tonight. Are we doing? Did he say anything about doing a show tonight? Because I saw this news and I was just like, man, I got to do a video about this and get my thoughts on it. Running backs and tight ends, 8:45. I didn't see anything about a show. Does Honcho have an event set on YouTube? Because I ain't getting nothing. That's what you saw? Okay. That's a weird time. I don't. 8:45. That's a weird time. But I'll check. Because I don't know if Honcho was still in here. I know he was in here, but he was probably going back and forth. He doing he must be doing, if you saying 8:45, he probably doing a pregame video for the Rockets. He didn't say anything in the chat at least. So we'll have to check his stuff. Okay, okay. Yeah, if he not, I'm not tripping. I just didn't. I didn't get no word about it. That's why I was asking. Because if he not, then this video can probably be a little longer. He's in the chat now. He ain't saying nothing. That's why I'm not. He probably in here. He probably doing something on the computer. Yeah, but he ain't getting from. He just pre-gaming the Rockets. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Anybody that's in here that's not subscribed, if y'all been tuning in for the last hour or so, y'all be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate it. Landon, stop. Stop. Blazers been playing cool. Hopefully, yeah, I think we'll beat them. I think we'll beat them. I don't really see them. I don't. It's gonna be a tough game, but I see us beating them. What is it? What happened? Your straw? Hold on. Talk about this backup QB you promoting. Oh, Kurt Benkert. He's in the draft though. The only other option that I see us get that I would want in terms of free agency if we would have signed him is RG3 because he fits the scheme. That's your song. You had your straw upside down. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Time to bounce. From what school? Kurt Benkert. No, Kurt Benkert. Benkert. Virginia. Yeah, I think it is Virginia or something like that. He's nice. He's nice. He's more of a sixth round. He's more of a sixth round option. I feel like if we, I feel like we will draft talk if he is there late. I think he will, and I don't think. Yeah, true enough, he didn't fit the scheme. But in terms of what we're doing now, but if O'Brien ever wanted a traditional passer, he's one that we could take a gamble on, and I wouldn't feel bad if we got him. He's nice. So the Titans still not that good to me. They weren't that good last year. They really not. They don't have no receiver weapons we need to be worrying about. Mariota finna get baited all day by the honey badger. That's I mean, I'm not worried about him at all. As long as Savage is not an option. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad we done and over with that process and we saw what we don't have in him and I'm glad we moved on. I'm just glad he didn't get resigned because this team has been notable for resigning players of that caliber back on this team for years to come. So I'm glad his time's over. And I like Mike Gesicki. I like Mike Gesicki. I like him. We'll see if Hal can transition. No, I'd rather have if it's a situation where him and I like it like this. I put it to you like this. Hal can play strong safety if he's in a cover 3. If we play in cover 2, he needs to be the free safety. Did you see the Migos? I don't watch the. I don't support the Migos. Don't even. Matter of fact, I might end up banning it. That may be a banned word in my chat. I don't. If you from 2010 on up, I don't fuck with you unless you crit, mainly crit. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, you do not get no respect from me. Any of these mumble rapping, these new motherfuckers, bro, I don't fuck with none of that. They homosexuals, and I don't support that. I can't support no man in no dress with a gun in his mouth. I just can't. I don't do that. Yeah, that's why I don't trust Halle strong safety. Because if he's a strong safety, that means he essentially has to be even better in run support, which he is not. The honey badger is, and that's what you have to take in consideration when making that move. You can't. The only way I trust Andre Howland to be strong safety if he's playing in the flat in the cover 3, and honey badgers up top roaming around as the free safety. Other than that, I don't trust him. not to be in that position in a cover four and a cover six. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, but not as a full time strong safety. No, no, I don't trust that at all. Yeah, I saw that. It wasn't even young. It wasn't Young Thug. It's somebody else. Yeah, I can't support these homosexuals, bro. I'm not. My kids can't listen to that trash. I don't listen to it, so I listen to good music. You know, shit that got some real nostalgia that make you feel good and that makes sense. I can't get with the homosexual agenda that they pushing on everybody else. What's with this rainbow haircut? What you mean? Cover four and cover six. What do you mean, Lou Royale? And I never seen you before. It's sad that the trash is kind of making these kids sexually confused. Yeah, they saying it's okay. They saying it's okay for men to wear dresses. They saying it's okay for men not to be men no more. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do it. I don't. Hobson don't know who that is. I heard his name, but I don't know who that is. And more than likely, he ain't my speed, and I'm not gonna like what he has to talk about. That's why I named those three specific rappers. If they not them, I could really care less about them. Any suggestion really don't even make no sense to me, cause I ain't gonna check them out, and I know I'm not. If it ain't Crit, Davies, I tried to listen to him, didn't really like his stuff. That 69 stuff getting annoying. What 69 stuff? What you mean? Like people was trying to make a thing for a lot. Yeah, manhood has already been killed. Hobson nice, but he's more like a black Eminem. Oh, okay. So he's still sort of a homosexual. That's what you're saying, Honcho? He talk about his mama too. Annoyed, bro. He better than J Cole. I promise. Who's better than J Cole? 6ix9ine and Rainbow. Oh, he's bro. You talking about this? The dudes that's always on World Star? They be getting beat up and chased, and bro, they out of line, bro. What's going on, Eric? Yeah, I don't know, man. Bro, don't even. Yeah, Takashi or whatever they. I say they annoyed. That's his name. Nah, I never heard him. I'm just annoyed by you saying that his name is annoyed. 6ix9ine. Yeah, bro. All these dudes, bro. All these dudes live homosexual lives behind doors. Those doors. Can't. I don't know, bro. If he got arrested, he gonna kill himself. I'm sure he would. You know, he gonna snitch on somebody. That's real rap. Who's real rap? Annoyed? I don't know, bro. The name alone. And I'm very big on. Can you explain cover six? Cover six is more of a. How can I say you got a corner? Well, it depends on which way you're facing, but essentially a cover six is it's a deep safety. It's a deep safety. The you got yeah, it's a dime, but it is a dime coverage, but you can run it out of nickel. But essentially, it's a deep corner. It's half. It's like half and half. It's like a cover two and a cover three at the same time in the same spots. It's like half of the field is covering the shorter routes, and the other half is covering the deeper routes. And you got four down line, and you got four down linemen. So you got four rushers coming at you. Is there a chance that they may put GJ? No, no, absolutely not. He's not big enough. He's not big enough. If he had if J Joe had the body that Kareem had, that might have worked. But he don't have that body. He's too. Not that he couldn't hold up to it, but that's not for him. That would be more tailor made for what's it called? Look out for my school football blog. What high school you ride with? Cause I'm JY baby, the yard. You know what I'm saying? That crimson and gold. That's who I support. I'm daddy. Go get it. Get it. Get it. You threw it under there. Go get it. Hastings. Hastings. Yeah, that's mine. My Ariel K. That's what mine is. Is top five. I did a top five a couple days ago, so I'm not gonna reiterate it. But them definitely my top two. Went to Lamar. Man, my yeah, we played Lamar. We put the mark a long time ago. Listen to Blessed to Altitude. You'll change your mind. I know it. Thank me later. Yeah, I'm just telling you, man, Miles. I'm probably not gonna check him out, and I'm gonna forget about it as soon as the stream over. I'm just telling you. And at the end of the day, I know he won't such. He won't. He ain't gonna soothe the soul like when I listen to Crit. Yeah, I can almost guarantee it. What's up? What's up? What's going on, Killing Boys? What's going on? Y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Same school Michael and Martellus Bennett came out of. Yeah, Hastings. Yeah, that's in the SWAT, right? I know it's on the Southwest. Hurns has a chance to put out top. Yeah, he does. If he was to, if Brian Game goes out to go get him, if he gets him, then I can kind of change my outlook on him, especially if he brings him in on a solid contract. I can start trending and he can start trending up in my opinion. I don't have to eat crow because he still signed some dudes that shouldn't have got signed first. What's going on? I'm not. Wait. I know we're not supposed to listen to H Town Media, but John Plain and think said he think Davenport. I think Davenport gonna start. No, I mean y'all can. I mean I'm not saying y'all don't listen. I mean if y'all want to listen, y'all grown men and women, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all gonna fuck with us regardless. But I mean it's just a lot of stupidity that's out there that's in terms of the Houston and national media. You know what I'm saying? So it just it's just your taste. What are you into? If we ever, yeah, bro, it does. Because people were talking about paying him 6 million a season. Somebody suggested that even. I think they were cool with that earlier in the chat. They were saying they'd be cool if Alan Hurns was getting 6 million a season. I don't know. I don't know about all that. He's only had one good year and he's been hurt ever since. So I mean, I can't say he's worth 6 million a season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I think Hearns will end up making the run game better. Yeah, essentially it will, bro. He's gonna be playing with Deshaun Watson. He's gonna be better. Period. Period. Whatever portion of his game that can be better will be better if he's on this football team. That I can guarantee. Run and play action. Yeah, yeah. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. We still got to get another receiver. Look, Fuller is not durable, and God forbid DeAndre got hurt. Is Hearns a slot guy? No, he's essentially a two. So he would take Will Fuller's spot, and Will Fuller can bump into the inside, which is going to be deadly enough. And you still have rotating options in Sammy Coates and Ellington. And you still got Braxton Miller. So there's your old receiving core right there. If you're in a pinch, if somebody gets hurt, then that means Braxton Miller needs to elevate, Coates needs to elevate, Ellington needs to elevate. He's had two horrible seasons because he'll be better. Why do I want him in Houston? Because he'll be better with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson makes you better. If you don't believe me, then just go look this stat up. He had the least amount of drops from all his entire receiving core. Only four passes that he threw this entire year while he was a starting quarterback were dropped. I mean, so that means he throws the best ball, the most. That means he throws the most catchable ball in the NFL, and that's over Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. So you got to take that in consideration. I think Hearns will go to Chicago. We said that, Chef Jeff. It because it was a Chicago fan here earlier. Shout out to him. Um, the best thing would be if he goes to Chicago and he links back up with Allen Robinson. That gives Trubisky another option. Plus, they still got Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard. And I don't know what the Cowboys are doing, bro. Who knows? Just like we don't know what the Colts doing, we don't know what the Cowboys doing. The Cowboys want to make moves, but they don't have them. Unless you are DeAndre Hopkins or Josh Gordon, the QB makes a wide receiver a lot better. Yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, if it was any situation where the Browns parted ways with Josh Gordon, I would say pick him up immediately over anybody. Go get him over anybody. Any option that was able to come out. Yeah, he is a bust. If he struggles again, I mean, yeah, I don't really see him elevating his game to really. I don't know. I mean, y'all making the right moves for y'all. Trust me, there's plenty of Titans fans that come through our channel. I don't have no problem. But in terms of Marcus Mariota's by far the most mediocre quarterback y'all could have at the helm right now. He is not that good. It's just a shame most Tennessee Titans fans don't see it because he's really not that good. Outside of Delaney Walker, I mean, what? Oh, see, boom, you see, Lou App. Okay, well, shit, you might as well go ahead and subscribe then, bro, because we got a lot to talk about. Outside of Delaney Walker, what do y'all have? I mean, let's just be real. Uh, Delaney Walker is about the only consistent option y'all have. Period. I mean, you really don't. Are you really gonna trust Corey Davis? Corey Davis ain't showing y'all shit. Um, Taiwan, old buddy. No, all the options y'all have at receiver suck. Decker's gone. Decker's already gone. Real family, he's already gone. Yeah, I heard he wants to link back up with Robinson. That would be the and Trubisky, bro. Trubisky was overrated from the get go. Like the fact that the fact, the only, let's just be real, bro. The only reason why he's in the position he is because specific people in the media like his makeup. They like the way he's made. So that's the only reason why he was talked up the way that he did. He does nothing better than Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. He's not even better than Kaiser. If we being real, Deshaun Kaiser just had the off chance of being in the Cleveland Browns organization where every quarterback is gonna look bad. So he's really just not that good. But back to Mariota, he's horrible. Derrick Henry should have been the starter. And now y'all running back core is way better now that y'all done added Deion Lewis. That's a much better move for y'all. That's probably the smartest move y'all made all season. And the Malcolm Butler signing, I could see that, but Logan Ryan is trash, and neither one of them are gonna be able to do nothing against him. None of them are gonna be able to do nothing against DeAndre Hopkins or Will Fuller when the time comes when we got to play y'all. Y'all know y'all got DeAndre Hopkins problems. He's been a problem since week 2 of 2013 in overtime, and ever since then he just been eating on y'all. And neither one of them can hold him. I mean, honestly, he really got his value. He wasn't overpaid by that much, real family. I mean, he's averaging 12 million a season. Yeah, he is. I'm glad you know. Yeah, I'm glad you know. But if we talking about a team that he eats on specifically within the division, the Titans get blasted by him the most. Like, remember that game, his second season when Fitzpatrick was the quarterback, and that Week 13 game or something like that, when he had like 200 yards and Fitzpatrick had like 6 TDs when he threw that out route to J.J. Watt that he like that game was crazy, bro. Paul George is inconsistent. Okay, Carmelo and yeah, they are. Can they cover Hilton? Hell no, they can't cover Hilton, bro. Hell no. No. Logan Ryan. Oh, and then Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson, we saw how Will Fuller did him, and so it was just like old times. He did him exactly the way he did him in Notre Dame. He just can't cover, bro. Y'all need to honestly, the Titans need a better linebacking core. If y'all was gonna fix anything first, it should have been. What's going on, Gabriel? Um, yeah. Wait, hold on. Everyone in the NFL uses Titans for. Bro, man, it seemed like something always happening to the Titans. Somebody always setting records on y'all. Like Deshaun Watson, his third start, he was setting records against y'all. Like that shit crazy. And you know what is funny? It's funny because I want to say Titans, not Titans up, but Titans 2. They made a video about that. I watch Sports Fan Entertainment too. I want to hear what he has to say because he's like the smartest Titans tuber that's out right now. Like, I know he looks like a homosexual and his voice is kind of soft, but he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Titans football. He knows the needs of y'all guys' football team, and more often than not, when it comes to the Titans, he knows what the hell he's talking about. That's exactly why he has the most subs out of every other Titans fan. You know what I'm saying? So. The Titans need to go ahead and come up off that Oilers brand, man. We sold it. If I'm a Notivators fan, they have no pass rush. Yeah, their pass rush is old. Like Avery Williamson was trash. Man, they ain't put no kind of real talent around Jarrell Casey yet. And then the stupidest thing y'all could have did was hire Mike Vrabel and then get rid of Dick LeBeau. If y'all were gonna do anything in terms of having a defensive minded head coach, you should have just elevated Dick LeBeau to head coach. Like I knew the moment that y'all hired him, and I said this in the video. Quote me if I'm wrong. I said it'll be a matter of time, and it'll be the stupidest move they could have made, especially considering the amount of success that the Titans had under Dick LeBeau. It only made sense to keep him, regardless of how old he is. He out here. He's one of the top defensive minds in the league, so it didn't make no sense to cut Dick LeBeau. And if you still in here, you can't tell me you didn't agree with that move. See, man, I'm telling you, bro. See, you just be a football fan. You're a football fan first, then you're a fan of the team. That's what it needs to be. Because a lot of other people, I can guarantee you, a lot of other Titans fans probably would have been here and they probably would have thought I was been hating. But I watch football, bro, and trust me, I know who the Titans. I gotta see y'all 2 times a year anyway. I know your roster inside and out. Zay Jones arrested for felony vandal. You see? Come on, bro. That's another. That's crazy. Yeah, the Titans roster is over pumped. The national media has pumped them up, and honestly, I seen Titans being so belligerent last season. Like they were talking about going like sports fan entertainment. The stupidest thing he said was that he saw their team going 12-4, and that they could win the division. I knew that was happening, and it didn't. I knew it wasn't going to happen. And honestly, with a couple of things not going the Chiefs' way in that playoff game, y'all don't even win. like, but it went y'all way, so y'all can at least be proud of that. Titans fans can be happy with the fact to know that they done went to a playoffs because it's been quite some time since the last time y'all been to a playoff game. Y'all been getting decimated in the division for years. But the thing is, over the last 2 years, when y'all had Malarkey at the helm and y'all had Dick LeBeau as y'all DC, y'all were winning against good football teams. Like y'all can hang y'all hat on that at least. Y'all can at least say, man, we beat some good football teams in the process of losing. Y'all can at least say that. Like that game y'all had against Green Bay 2 years ago, that was ridiculous. I remember being at Buffalo Wild Wings that week. We were playing the Jaguars at the at at home, not in Houston, but we were playing at Jacksonville, and that game was tight. Like the whole game was tight. I think we ended up winning by like 1 point because Brock Osweiler only had like 96 yards that whole game. It was crazy. Labo was underrated. Her, Hurns visiting Jets tomorrow. I don't know why. The only reason why he going there is so they can pay him. I mean, obviously, Alan Hurns got cut from the Jags, so the whole video is supposed to be about does it strengthen the chances of the secondary playing much better against the Jaguars, considering the fact that Blake Bortles is losing, and it's only going to increase a certain workload on Fournette because if Fournette can't perform, then the team's not going to perform, at least not on offense. Now, I will give them the benefit of the doubt considering the fact that they signed Norwell and they already had a line to begin with, but them not having no receiver options and you cut Marcus Lewis and Allen Robinson didn't get resigned or franchise tag, that's a recipe for disaster. And it don't matter if they get a receiver in the draft in the first round. That ain't gonna matter because it ain't no world beaters coming out of receiver. Some decent options at receiver, but receiver ain't deep like it's been in the last couple of classes. Not to at least to my knowledge. And I mean, let's just be real. They don't really know what they doing. Yeah, they cut Mercedes Lewis, which is crazy. After the year he just had, and they cut him. How do you do that? How do you do that? But whatever. Glad they doing it because now they putting all the onus on their defense, and if we as Texans fans, we know what it's like to have a premier defense and no damn offense, and watch what that's gonna end up doing for them. They gonna end up probably going 9-7 at the very least now. 8-8, 8, 9, and 7 is the most they can hope for. Because now they didn't cut Allen Hurns, which don't make no sense. And not that he was even gonna be a viable option because he gets hurt more often than not. And then you got dudes like D.D. Westbrook and dudes who got to elevate their game. It just don't matter. They signed Austin Safarian Jenkins. He ain't even consistent enough. He not even not even. I mean, he not even a good man. Look. I'm telling y'all this right now, bro. We was as fans of Houston's. I made a video about this, and you can go on my channel and you can go look. The only reason why that video got any thumbs down is from Titans fans that came through that just they salty with what I had to say. Trust me and believe me when I tell you, we are so happy that y'all took Mike Vrabel off of our hands. We don't want him. We didn't need him. The only thing that he's going to be in this league is a great middle linebackers coach. In terms of y'all head coaching job, I don't know. Y'all just going to have to see for yourselves. Houston Texans fans tried to warn y'all about a month or so ago. So if you didn't hear any videos from any Houston Texans tubers, I'm going to be the one to tell you right now, y'all. Mm, I just, man, mm-mm-mm. Y'all already don't have an offense as it is. He's not that. He wasn't even a good defensive coordinator, and he got signed way. Man, man. Look, I'm telling you, he took a defense that was number one the year prior. You know we was number one because y'all played us, and y'all was getting smashed. How did he take a number one defense to the very last? How does that in one calendar year? How does that happen? It does not happen if you're not a good. His schemes suck. They suck. Like I don't know who he brought in for an offensive coordinator. I think y'all brought in a solid offensive coordinator. I don't know who the hell y'all defensive coordinator is. Don't matter anyway because y'all really don't have enough talent and y'all don't have the picks enough to really beef that defense up. Y'all really don't. I mean, man, look, I'm gonna be the one to tell you, y'all in for a rude awakening. Sports Fan Entertainment was the only Titans fan I saw that was on board that hated it, that hated the move. He's the only one right, and I'm telling you, if you ain't subscribed to him and whatever he telling you about your Titans team, y'all need to listen to him because he knows what they're talking about when it comes. And trust me, we all thank you. Just look at this comment section since I started talking about Mike Vrabel about a minute or two ago. We are happy y'all got him. Romeo Cornell, we couldn't understand why he wasn't the DC considering the amount of success he just has. He's not smart enough. His game plan, his schemes suck. Y'all already don't have linebacking talent, so y'all finna get ate up in coverage all day. Y'all gonna be running a lot of cover four, a lot of cover two. Oh, Kevin Byard, he's about to tail off, and y'all gonna end up making him look bad. He was just an All Pro last year. I guarantee you, he's gonna look like an average player this year. Adoree Jackson, he's finna get smoked all season, all season. Um, um, Avery Williamson and a couple of guys, y'all got rid of some old players like Wesley Woodyard and all that. So I don't know exactly what y'all got. Y'all still got a Rackbo. He's man, I'm telling y'all, it honestly didn't even no sense of y'all even. Logan Ryan is already trash. He's finna be even more trash. I guarantee you, Logan Ryan and Adoree Jackson will be dead last in the league. I guarantee you they'll be 1A, 1B when it comes to y'all secondary. And Malcolm Butler won't be too far from it. I guarantee you, y'all are gonna have the. I guarantee you, y'all in terms of y'all pass defense, or is about to be at the bottom of the and let everybody else in here make this case for me. I'm telling you, y'all pass defense is finna pass. Y'all run defense is gonna be good, and he is not good at creating pressure. He's not an exotic like Dick LeBeau. Y'all was able to get all kinds of pressures and get all kind of exotic blitzes and things like that when y'all had him at the hill, and y'all could have dudes with over blitzes and things like that. That's gone now. Whatever y'all thought y'all defense was, and y'all thought y'all was a solid defense before, that ended the day that Dick LeBeau was fired and Mike Vrabel was y'all head coach. Just know right now, our secondary finna be last. Y'all already wasn't even that good outside of Kevin Byard anyway. And now that y'all got, I'm telling you, y'all made these free agent signings that y'all got in terms of y'all defense, in terms of the secondary, for nothing. So y'all just wasted 60 million on Malcolm Butler. I can say in 3 years, I say probably in 2 to 3 years, y'all gonna cut Malcolm Butler. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. And if Mike Vrabel, and y'all didn't even give Mike Malarkey nowhere near enough time. I guarantee you, because Mike Vrabel is going to be so abysmal, I guarantee you, if he's not cut by next year, he will be next year. If he's not cut after this season is over and done with, and y'all don't make the play, y'all totally regress. I guarantee you, the season after that, if y'all choose to keep a flyer, he'll be gone in 2 years' time. I'm giving him a 2 year time limit. It don't matter how talented y'all think y'all team is, and y'all, because a lot of y'all, you know your team really ain't that talented, and honestly, y'all overachieved these last 2 seasons, and it's proud y'all for y'all fan base. You may not be as proud because y'all probably got away with some games and this and that. And man, damn, bro, he going as far as to say Mariota will be gone. Y'all finna sign him to some stupid ass contract. Just watch what I say. Because what quarterback options do you have that's coming out now? I mean, are you really gonna trust Arnold? Are you really gonna trust? And y'all ain't in no position to get no top. The only thing I could do, all the guys that can fall to you, y'all could probably take a flyer on Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson will be better suited to play with the Jaguars. And I hope to God that the Jaguars do not pick in the first or second round, because then the landscape of what just happened with the Jaguars ain't even gonna matter if that move happens. But Adoree Jackson and Logan Ryan, y'all finna get cooked. Um, Y'all already saw what happened to y'all when Deshaun Watson was in the game to play against you. That's gonna happen over and over and over. It may not be 57-14, but we gonna score 35 on y'all easy. I know that. I know that, and I'm not even saying it to be mean or nothing like that. I'm not even being like that because you cool. And I hope you subscribe, because we're gonna be talking about stuff like this all off season, because it's not enough news, and I know you're probably sick and tired of ESPN and the national media, so you can go and tune in to Third Coast Sports TV. Go ahead and sign in, and you can check out Sauce Nation. You do not have to be a fan of the Houston Texans to go ahead and give your opinion and talk about the landscape of the NFL. Trust me, we invite everybody to come on in and talk football. We do not mind. You do not have to be a Houston Texans fan or Rockets fan. Subscribe, and we appreciate it. Trust me, we do. Trust me, we do. If we end up doing a show later on tonight, you can go to Sauce Sports. You can go to Sauce Sports, and we'll be doing a live stream tonight. Honcho made his mind up. If he didn't, if we ain't doing nothing tonight, then I ain't gonna worry about it. Because I'll definitely do another video tomorrow for myself, since you subscribe to my channel. It's gonna be in the 30s for a fact. Yeah, we know this, real family. And at the end of the day, y'all know y'all got DeAndre Hopkins problems. Like him by himself, like y'all could have a whole team cover him and he would still win the matchup. He's just that good. He's just that good. Like Sherman couldn't stop him. He got 200 yards against Patrick Peterson, got abused. Jimmy Smith and Carr got abused and with the Ravens. Jalen Ramsey, all he knows is the back of Hopkins' jersey. Um, just them five right there, and we're not even talking about everybody else. What is it, baby?
Do you got some lights?
No, I don't. Oh, they right there. They right there. All right. All right. Hey, go back in there and close the door behind you. I'm telling you, man. Like that was a game I really wanted to see, and I thought it was gonna end up being a little bit more compared than when we played y'all in Houston. And other than that Garland play that was his call guy, and I know y'all wanted some payback after getting the 50 burger put up on y'all, cause like, but damn, like it's crazy. Boy, I got like 4 holding calls on Hop. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we already know. I mean, Hop is the best at getting making sure dudes get calls and pass interference and holding calls and all that. We don't even have to worry about all that when it comes to that. But everybody in y'all secondary who's suitable enough to cover this man, and we ain't even talking about with Will Fuller and if Allen Hurns and he becomes the 2-man. Y'all already know what it's like to play against him. And with Deshaun Watson, he did what he did against y'all in less than 6 games. He did that in what as his 3rd start as a rookie, and he hung up 57 points on. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. I might just go look at some highlights when the stream is over, just because I want to see that again. Just because I know it's gonna end up happening, and I know it's gonna be a lot of Titans fans when that game comes up. They gonna have a lot to say. You probably gonna tune and agree and just take some good analysis, and you gonna see right off the rip. You gonna see during preseason. You're not gonna really be able to judge Mike Vrabel, but I guarantee you when the season starts, and especially when you start playing divisional game, and when y'all come to play us, you gonna be like, man, what were we thinking? And just think, we could have let him go the year prior. We could have let him go to San Francisco, and y'all could have had Kyle Shanahan right now. But we messed that up for y'all. They have Taylor Lewan, and he's a spectacle to behold. Taylor Lewan has been getting it on against J.J. Watt, like when he was down here. Like dudes be eating on Clowney. Y'all can't cover. Y'all can't do nothing against Clowney or Merciless either. Like that whole tandem, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much, especially when they all healthy, and they was all healthy in that first game. Yeah. If Kyle Shanahan would have been married, then I would be. My tune would be totally different right now. I wouldn't be saying nothing. I would kind of be like, yeah, like, but y'all don't got him. He work with Garoppolo, which is San Fran finna be a push, but I'm not finna get on them. But like the Titans, man, tune. We're gonna be talking about the Titans a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? But this particular situation that y'all having a decent offseason to answer your first question though. But in terms of Mike Vrabel, y'all lost whatever y'all was good at. So if y'all was already a good run defense, that's gonna pretty much stay the same. Whatever y'all were at as far as a pass defense, y'all can kiss that shit goodbye. Shit, man. Jesus, I almost feel bad for y'all because he went to a team in the AFC South and thought he thinking he gonna be legit, he gonna get us back, but a team that's already lacking a lot of defensive talent. I could have seen if he would have went to another like that at least had some defensive talent. Then he can make the case for being a solid head coach. But I mean, going to the top was probably the worst thing he could have did. Y'all should have kept Mike Mularkey. It was far too many people calling for Mike Mularkey head for them not to fire him. And the fact that he had just went to the playoffs, which hadn't been done in over 10 years, and he wins the playoff games against a solid football team at home. I mean, true enough, y'all got gifted a couple of things, but a win is a win, regardless. A win is a win. And then y'all get smashed by the Patriots, which I knew was gonna happen. I saw dudes that was Titans fans that was talking about y'all was gonna beat them. It was gonna be like 28-7, and Derrick Henry was gonna run all over the Patriots, and none of that happened. Like the fact that y'all even scored 14 against them I was surprised by that. The fact y'all scored, period, I was surprised. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna go ahead and hang it up, man. I've been going on this shit for almost 2 hours. I really wanted this to be like a 45-minute stream, and I ended up going way over. But so many people was coming in showing love. I done gained some new subscribers from other teams in the division. So who can be mad at that? You know, you want to come in? We're gonna talk some good football. We're gonna talk sports. You know what I'm saying? Anything that comes up within the league, I'll probably be talking about it. So if another move happens, I won't do another stream tonight, but I'll definitely do probably about two of them tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do 3 streams tomorrow. I might do a video, just upload a video, and do like 2 streams. I'm gonna try to keep them short because the last couple of streams I've been doing been long as hell. And yeah, hey, Luat, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. You got respect amongst all the rest of the Texans fans that's in the chat. We know you the real MVP. So definitely make sure you go ahead and you go to Sauce